multiple things. Excited to be back with you, Shane.
Me too.
Good to be back with you. What's up, guys? It's Joe and Shane. You are now hanging with the Johnsons. We are back. I mean, we've been going for a while, Shane.
We've been absent for a very long time, but we've returned.
Why do we keep doing this? We keep letting these people stray.
We've been committing to TikTok, and we realized that we need to commit to multiple things.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're gonna have a mukbang. We're gonna talk to y'all about our life.
We are going to talk to you guys about our love life. No, our love story. How we met, what happened in between, and now. But no, we're excited. You guys like, subscribe. You guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up. You know, let us know what you guys would like to hear. You know, whether it be about football, whether it be about her, what she's doing, anything like that. We'll make a video out of it, and obviously it'll be on Mukbang because that's what we'll be doing from now on. Because this is the only time we really get to spend time with each other, really get to do YouTube. We tried to do YouTube, a vlog last week, couldn't because we just forgot. And then we tried it. She already eating, see, she already eating. And then we tried to do something before and it just didn't work out. It just never worked out.
What I have going here is Mexican food. We ordered it for delivery and waited about 45 minutes for it to come. But it's across the street. So we really could have just gone there, but Juan's Flying Burrito.
Juan's Flying Burrito.
And we really like it. We really like it a lot. I got tacos, street tacos. Honestly, I haven't gotten these yet from here, and I'm a little bored by them. Their fajitas are amazing.
I got the quesadillas. I love these quesadillas. Every time I go here, we order from here. I get these quesadillas. Churros, chips, salsa, and you get whatever.
It changes every time for me, but
you get that. Dive y'all into our love story. So I'm gonna first talk about my point of view and how it started, and then you can tap in and interrupt whenever you can.
Okay.
Talk about what happened. But first, it all started at Penn State Christian Athletics. We both went to Penn State. So I seen her from across the room and I was like, dang, she looking good. And so I always wanted to approach her. But I never did. Cause she had this RBF.
He loves saying that.
If anybody knows what that means rest in face. I ain't gonna say the word cause we don't curse. But she had this face, and I was like, man, like, she looked angry all the time. Why she always look so angry? I'm not gonna talk to her. Like, she just looked angry with her life.
You know what? Thank you for saying that. Because I'm getting Botox on Thursday. For fun. I literally don't even know where I'm getting it. I'm just going to get it. And you know what? I'm getting it right here, so you can stop bothering me about my RBF. Then I'll be like this all the time.
Either way, just looked very mean, very intimidating. So I was like, you know what? I'm cool off her. Like, let her have her own little issues. So I bagged off her. I always knew of her. Apparently, we followed each other on Instagram already. We
actually investigated last night. I'd say we started following each other a year before we started dating.
Yeah. And Snapchat. We didn't snap each other, but
never
we were friends on Snap.
Crazy.
I think it's just maybe an athlete's thing.
Yeah. Anybody who's a college athlete knows that you're kind of just friends with everyone. Friends with everyone. But we didn't necessarily like, talk, you know?
Yeah. So, time goes on, but she records a video of me bickering with one of her friends. I'm just like, yo.
Yeah.
She was over here plotting the whole time.
You know what's crazy? One day I was going through my phone. We had been together already. And I looked and I'm like, that's Juwan. And I looked at the date and it was January. I was like, wow. That's weird.
Very weird.
So weird. But that's
I'll go on. More time goes on. We are at Penn State retreat.
The retreat. Anybody who's been to Penn State, let us know if you've been to the retreat.
You already know the retreat is that spot for the pool parties. So she was there, her and her little teammates. I'm always there.
I'm always there.
So, I guess I'm vibing with her and her friends. I'm not really sure how it actually happened. But one of her friends was like, all right, let's take a pic. So we all taking a pic. And ironically, you next to me. Ironically, like we taking a pic, jeez, she next to me. So I'm looking at the picture, I'm like, damn.
This picture was taken on my phone, and I wish I remember why there was a picture taken on my phone. I didn't take it. Someone else was taking it. And I'm looking at this picture, and I'm like, I've never met this man before.
But anyway, so crazy that I was like, man, I was looking through the picture, I'm like, yo, she kind of tough. I mean, like
I was really ugly back then too.
She kind of, no, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. I was like, man, she's kind of tough. I'm like, you mean? I might have to slide DM maybe. But
And that day,
oh, okay. Tell them about that day.
thinking back on it, you know how you just have like memories of certain snippets of days, but you don't remember the day as a whole because it was years ago? I remember after we took that picture, Amber knew you. Like, I think the reason that we took the picture,
me and Amber was cool. We was tight.
I think that's why my friend Amber.
Oh, me and Courtney was cool too.
Yeah, so like that. Me and Amber were sitting there talking with you for 2 seconds because mainly she was talking to you and I was just there waiting for her because I was always the one that wanted to go swim even though no one swam at the retreat, so I was just always trying to get her to swim. But all of a sudden we start walking over to the basketball court and me, Jawan, and Amber are like we're over there playing basketball.
Apparently.
And me and Amber over there doing our thing and like we're terrible, I'm terrible, like we're gymnasts. And then I like completely like throw the wrong direction and I see Jawan just walking away and I'm like, cool. I mean, I was like, dang, maybe he's a rude dude. Oh.
I mean, if you doing it other direction, you think, I probably wasn't,
Yeah, but he just walked away. Like,
I don't know. I probably was called or something. You weren't.
Okay.
You never
Anyways,
know.
that was 4th of July, 2017.
Okay. So, take a pic, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Took a pic, she looked good, whatever. What is it, next week? Next week, one of my good friends going up through, college. So it's Bella J.
It was her birthday party.
Her birthday party. So, we went to her birthday party. I don't think you knew her well at the time.
I didn't know her one bit.
But, you know what I mean?
And now we're close. We talk more than him and her talk, I feel like.
Yeah. All right, so then I seen her from across the room again, part 2. And I'm like, all right, I gotta holler at this girl right here. You looking good. So I was like, all right. So, I'm going over there, my little smooth slow motion, the doom, 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 doom. And you over there sitting there with your friends, and I told one of my best friends to go over there with me so I could talk to you. So I'm going over there, I'm spitting my best game. All right, well, our dog's screaming. So I'm over there spitting my best game. And so, and I'm like, all right. Like, I'm trying to, be with you. And so I guess I was too pushy or whatever.
I felt like he was like being quite pushy for, not pushy in a bad way, just like
I want what I want.
overdoing it.
I want what I want.
Like, I just wasn't in the mood to like talk to anyone, So I'm there. He talks to me.
Right.
Juwan, man, I'm just gonna state this: the Den at Penn State. Everybody knows the Den. The Den is my worst nightmare. I hate the Den. Right?
I'm good.
Hated it. And I had never been to the Den.
Okay. I'm listening.
Okay. I had never been to the Den before, and he's like, let's go to the Den. And I was like, okay.
The Den is spot, especially that way at night.
The Den is gross. Anyways, so I'm like, whatever. Like, what am I going to say? No. I'm not going to name any names. But I had a friend who liked one of his friends. So, like, we were going to go as a group. So I was like, ugh, if I don't go, like, she can't see her guy. So I'm going to go, right? So I drove to this party. So I drove from the party to the den. Parked, walked into the den, standing outside waiting to get into the den. And I'm talking to this friend of mine, and I'm like, And she's like, you don't like him. And I was like, I don't know. It's kind of pushy. And she was like, we can go home, you know. And I was like, nah, I'll wait. And then we went in. Continue.
So we go in. I feel like it's about to be a great night. You know what I'm saying? We're in the den. It's popping. It's sweaty. Like always.
Hate the den.
Dark. You know how it is. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And it's always going to be a good time.
Okay.
I turn around. She ain't even there. I'm like, yo, what happened to her? I'm like, dang, I guess she didn't want me for real. I was like, okay. And sometimes I was okay with accepting not. I threw my best shot. That's all I could do.
Yeah.
So I missed the first shot. And that's cool. Next morning, because you know I got her on Snap.
Somehow.
I look in the next morning. I say, yo, that's me. What you doing? I say, yo, that's me. And then, you know, I had shot my shot again.
No, I actually remember what he sent. I remember that you replied with just a bunch of heart eyes. And I was like, okay.
You was like, okay, he persistent. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I shot my shot, got my rebound, and then slam dunked it.
Mm-hmm. And then I think basically the way it happened was we chatted. We started chatting. I remember I just was like LOL, like said something back, and then we exchanged numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'm remembering this right now. But we exchanged numbers, and then we started texting. And I'm going to say that it was that week we hung out for the first time.
That week?
Yep.
Okay.
Because we were like, by the time football season started, which was like, no, I remember we started hanging out literally that week, and then camp started.
Yeah.
Because that was like, July 15th-ish that we met, hung out twice before camp. I remember we hung out twice before camp.
Yeah. First date was pizza, Domino's, then Chick-fil-A. So, we really didn't eat well back then.
We ate really, really bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, things are going good. We're talking, going through all that. Mm-hmm. Then in December, for the first time, I told you what?
That you loved me.
I told her that I loved her.
I'm looking back at it. That's not a super long time, but I remember the phase between July and December. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy, it takes forever. It's funny because at first I was like saying you're too pushy, and then like when I actually started to like really like him, like I really liked him a lot. So it was just
yeah.
You know.
I think I should have committed earlier, but things work out for the better later on in the story, clearly. Mm-hmm. And so, told her that I loved her in December. Mm-hmm. So, I guess that was a weird way of me asking you out.
Yeah, I kind of just count July as the beginning.
Yeah. So, so I guess essentially we start officially dating, I guess, boyfriend, girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And then everything's great.
Everything was great.
Everything's great. Everything's sensational. Mm-hmm. We eat a lot of bad food.
I'm going to say this. After I left Penn State, I lost 10 pounds.
10?
For a girl, it's a lot.
Dang.
Like, I weighed anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds less than when we first met.
That's crazy.
Maybe like 13 pounds less.
That's crazy.
Of course, this whole meal that I'm eating right now is not helping. My God.
I mean, not
I'm
bad.
going hard.
Not bad.
I'm hungry.
But everything goes good, great. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then we bleed into October.
Mm-hmm.
October. And before that, you know, she meets the family, everything's good and things like that.
He came to California. I went to Jersey.
Everything's good. Then you know, she meets me. We get to October, and we get into a big fight. Everything's bad, and we break up.
It was super shocking for me because like it was one fight that broke us. Like usually people like have like a bunch of fights and they discuss break. I feel like people are like, oh, we're breaking up multiple times before they actually break up. Mm-hmm. Like in our case, I was just like, what? Like so shook because we had great, everything was great. All of a sudden, we had
we've gotten an argument before.
Yeah, for sure, but not like this. And then it was like, oh, we're breaking up. And I'm just like, weird.
Yeah, so
So I was living in Pennsylvania at the time solely because of Juwan.
Yeah. I'm getting some drink.
I got you a drink.
I'm done. I was thirsty.
Oh, wow, I'm really full. I was living in Pennsylvania solely for Juwan.
Because you had already graduated.
I had graduated earlier that year. And I was like, you know what? He's gonna graduate in December. We had planned on him going to the NFL like a year earlier, which was gonna be in December. So we were kind of just like, let's wait it out until he gets there, and then we're just gonna like figure it out from there. And
didn't quite have the year that I expected.
Did not, and that was a big, that was a big part of half of our issues was like football season. Yeah,
and I let football affect our relationship, and I shouldn't have at all. I mean, I feel like football is one entity, and then relationship is another. Although, I mean, they're two jobs essentially. We have two jobs because we have to work this out every day. It's a battle, not between us, but you know, it's a battle from victory, not for victory. Well, I like that one. That's what I learned from my chapel nowadays. But it's really it was really me, and I blamed her a lot through that whole process of me breaking up, or us breaking up. I think I blamed her for, oh, you're the reason why I'm doing bad, and you're the reason why we're always arguing. Why are you complaining so much? And I
feel like people just feed off each other. Like I had my issues with him because of what he did. He had his issues with me because of what I did. So it was kind of just like a domino effect. But anyways, we ended up breaking up in October, and I stayed in Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm because of a situation that went down yesterday, I was actually able to reminisce on that time period in my life, which I had promised myself I would never go back to.
But we're here now.
But I went back in my mind yesterday for a friend I was talking to about her, she's going through right now, so. I was letting her know my story, and I was like, dang. So we broke up. Honestly, I feel like I can give you I'm pretty sure it's October 17th.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Very memorable day. I remember I was like, dang, I might as well go home. Like, what else am I here in Pennsylvania for, you know? So I ended up staying around. After Halloween, I went to Delaware. I went to Delaware for a week. I was gonna be there for like 2 weeks. I ended up leaving early because I had a very traumatic situation there, like literally life-threatening. That's another video in and of itself. Mm-hmm. And I literally was so scarred that I was like, I'm going home. So this traumatic situation, literally in Delaware, I literally quit my job because I was in Delaware for work. Quit my job, drove back home to Pennsylvania, packed up my stuff in one day, literally a day, like a day and a half, and drove home. And I do remember the day I was driving home, it was a 4-day trip, 10 hours each day. Day 2 was Thanksgiving. And I remember I was just like, I was so sad. I was so sad.
I'm sorry, baby.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Let me kiss you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It helped us. But I was like so sad, and I was in my hotel room because I got hotels every 10 hours, and I was just sitting there like, oh my gosh. And no restaurants were open because it was Thanksgiving, so I got myself like some burger place, and I had a burger, and I was sitting there like crying eating my burger. And I was like, what am I doing with my life? So then I finally got home, and I started my life. So you tell your part from that until I got back. Well, you don't know when I got back to California. I did not tell him I was moving. I literally just peaced out.
Okay, so in that process, when she was still at Penn State, I would see her out, and I would literally go the other direction. I was not trying to see her, not trying to be around her. And obviously it was really immature of me, but I think I was in an immature mindset, so it really didn't do me much justice. But really bad, really toxic in terms of just like the pettiness that went on between me and her. Wow. And so we obviously didn't talk, we didn't communicate. And then that's at the time where I really just had to be by myself, really reflecting on life. With football, if I wanted to play football, if I wanted to transfer after the season, if I wanted to stay, there's a lot ran through my mind. I had to really realize who I was, because I was really at a identity crisis, I guess I'd say. And so I really just need that time to really just rebuild my relationship with God, because I really lost confidence and faith in God. So it was just like a whole bunch for me, and that's something that I needed. And so went through that whole thing, and then, I mean, clearly you left because I didn't see you out anymore or with your friends or anything like that.
Did you know? When did you find out?
We're in the street. Don't remember from who, but it was definitely we're in the street.
Because it was so awkward for me, because like, I don't know, anybody who's gone through a traumatic breakup, anybody who's lost, okay, this is the way that I explain it, because to be honest, I'm gonna say, like, people are like, oh, it's just a breakup, Shannon, you know, but to be honest, it wasn't just a breakup, because he's my soulmate, and I broke up with my soulmate. So like the feeling of just having a regular breakup and having a breakup with a soulmate, I feel like is very different.
Oh, you sweet girl.
I don't know, but I'm saying like I was confused as to why I was so depressed, and like I had to learn to like not, you know, rely on him for my happiness, but like I was just like, no, there is some reason why I'm this upset, you know? So like, I don't know. So must have been word on the street.
You gotta get that ball from him.
Come here, Amy.
This dude literally, people talk about him all the time, and his noises, like he just can't shut up.
In the back of all of our videos.
Back of all of our videos. Okay, but
word on the street?
Yeah, so I got word on the street.
Oh, I think I told Ennis at one point.
No, well, it was word on the street, and he probably told me. So that was the time where I read a lot of books, and that's the time where I announced announced that I was going to be leaving Penn State. And
you didn't announce. Okay, are you ready for this?
Until January.
No. You announced in December. Oh no, you told me. We started talking again in like mid-December. We broke up in mid-October, started talking again in mid-December, and he told me in mid-December that he was going to transfer. And then after the bowl game is when you announced it. Or at the bowl game or whatever.
Why would I announce it at the bowl game?
I'm saying like around, like right after.
It was January.
Okay, all I'm saying is you didn't announce it when we were broken up. You announced it when we were back together.
Okay.
Excuse me. So I was in California, and I was like, listen, my dream in life is to always work in the entertainment industry. So I went and got a job in the entertainment industry, was living my life. Literally, I was having a blast, to be honest. I do miss those times because that was the beginning. Like, I had a job that I really loved. It just got not the best over the course of time. It just was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But at the beginning, it was amazing. I had so much fun. I got so many cool experiences, and I was like, dang, peace out, Juwan. Like, I'm living my life right now. And then he reached out to me.
Reached out to her. Basically, just trying to make amends. I think my main purpose was to rekindle, like, I wouldn't say really a relationship at first. It was more of just like I'm sorry. Just really trying to think about what I did. So it's more of like a sorry, and then obviously the feelings came back. And so I guess we could just dive into transferring process and just rekindling our relationship from afar.
So then we were long distance for a while. We were long distance until February. February. What?
We were long distance until when I got to Oregon.
February is when you came and visited me for the first time.
Then we are still what? Long distance after that.
Okay, I'm saying we did long distance between the time we broke up and the time I saw him for the first time in February.
Yeah, she saw me the first time in February.
It was like Valentine's Day. He was there on Valentine's Day. So I think
yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
Stop, dude.
And it's kind of crazy because the first time, like, we had been back for what, 2 months at that point, but we hadn't seen each other that whole time. And the first time that we hung out again was literally Valentine's Day. And we have a photo of ourselves hanging out for the first time on February 15th. And it like did a little memory the other day, and it was like a year.
It couldn't be a memory. I just looked at my stat.
Oh yeah.
And it just seen the date.
And it was February 15th, 2019.
Yeah.
And which was a year before we got married. So the first day that we were back together was also a year before we got married.
Yeah.
There for what, like maybe 4 days, 5 days?
What? California?
4 days.
I was in there for a weekend. I had school.
Maybe it was 2 days. No, it was your long weekend. You had like it was like a holiday or something. I don't know what it was. You were there for like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, I was there for a weekend.
No. Actually, I remember again. My brain is amazing. You got there Friday, you left Tuesday because you had classes on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and not Monday or Friday. Remember? Mm-hmm. So he came when he had that little situation.
Yeah.
Wow, my memory is amazing.
Yeah.
So then we hung out then, and at that point we didn't see each other until April.
Literally in April.
When he was in Oregon.
I was in Oregon, so got to Oregon, and great time. That was the first time I seen her. She came the first weekend, and like I said, it was a great time. That's when we kind of really rekindled and really felt like man, this is awesome. Like, this is a great time. Like she's everything that I wanted. I feel like she was so much better than what she was before, just mentally, spiritually. I just felt like there was just a change in a connection that, I mean, I wouldn't say wasn't there before, but it was just better than what it was before. And so it was great. I was feeling it. I was like, okay, girl, she got a little thing. She was listening to rap when I got in the car. I was like, shit, you don't even listen to rap. Like, what's going on with her?
And I still really don't. I mean, I do a little now, but like, I do now more than I used to before, but I started to for my job. So I was forced.
She was trying to impress me.
I had to for my job.
She was trying to impress me. But anyway, so then obviously the Oregon season goes on. We're just not going to talk about the Oregon season. Obviously everything was great there. We're here to talk about our love story. Everything was great. Everything was fine. And then I asked my brother like midway through the season. I said, I think I want to marry Shan. He was like, well, I mean, when you know, you know. I'm sorry. When you know, you know. So I'm like, all right. I obviously didn't let her know. And then in January 28th?
I think it was the 27th.
27th? January 27th? I asked this lovely lady to marry me. And she said, you said, really?
I was shook. Like, what do you think I'm gonna say? No?
she didn't necessarily say yeah.
We've been through it in our lives, but honestly, since like 2017, we always said that we're gonna get married. We just never we're like, oh, we're getting married this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was shook. I was just like, I was shook.
Yeah, so she was like, really? So I guess I took that as a yes. And then we got married literally a couple weeks later in Las Vegas, California. Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas, Nevada. And got married in a courthouse. And one of my coaches literally was there because you need a witness to be there.
His coach from Oregon was our witness.
Yeah, my coach from Oregon. He coaches at UNLV now. You can see it in our video. And it was literally the best day of my life marrying you. So our love story is pretty crazy. The times in between that, our breakup was challenging.
It felt like the longest 2 months of my life. I mean, when you think back, like when we're 80, we're like, man, we broke up for 2 months.
Yeah.
But like, dang, it felt like so much longer. I don't know.
Yeah, so
excuse me.
Now that we're here, we're better than ever, married now, going on 9 months and 4 days. We'll be married for 9 months. And I literally...
Oh my gosh, what's the date today?
It's the 11th. I said in 4 days.
In 4 days, we'll be married 9.
She's not even listening right now.
I thought he said 9 months and 4 days.
No, I said we'll be married. We would be married 9 months and 4 days.
In 4 days.
Henny, why you licking my feet?
Our 9 month is going to be during your bye week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl.
Yay.
Yeah, so. Guys, man, it is so good to be back here. What do you think, Shan?
I'm very joyful.
So good to be back.
We're going to be more active. Probably a lot more mukbangs, to be honest.
Definitely more mukbangs. Definitely.
Let us know what you want to see next.
So, I love you, girl.
I love you too.
Anyway, if you guys, like, subscribe, you know how the game goes. We're going to
follow us on all of our social medias,
Definitely.
including TikTok and Instagram and our individual Instagrams.
Yes.
We have a group, joint Insta and...
Okay. Shane, we love you guys, so peace out. Tell them peace out, Shane.
Bye.
Look to my right, look to my left. See God's hand at every step. Look to my woman, the sweetest gift. Then look again, she heaven sent.